Welcome back. In this video we'll be learning about broken authentication in TryHackMe. So initially you have to connect with TryHackMe using OpenVPN. So initially you have to download the file which can be found from here. So you have to download the configuration file. So in this case my configuration file name is Raviteja9949 OVPN. So I have downloaded and then use this particular command in order to connect. So once you use this command, make sure that you see the status. So you can see in connected we have a tick mark, so this should be tick. So I have also explained it in the first video in OWASP playlist. Do check them out if you are still confused. So however, for instance, if it's still not working, you can select other region and you can work on that, or you can just regenerate it and again download and use the same command again. So seeing that, let's go ahead and see the lab. So we'll be talking about the broken authentication. Initially it was in second position, but in 2021 it has been degraded to 7th position based on few factors which we have discussed in the previous video. So if you've not checked that out, please do check them out in order to get an idea. So you can see, according to this broken authentication, these are the few attacks which can be performed, like brute force attack, and when there is a weak credentials or a weak session cookies, which we already discussed in previous videos. So if you have a default passwords which usually people do use, like admin or admin123, so if that is the case, it can be easily hacked. That's what they are mentioning here. So we have to ensure that there is proper password policies and so on, and multi-factor authentication too. So we have discussed this everything before. So let me go to the practical lab, which is this one. So you have to start the machine and you'll be getting an IP address. In this case it's 10.10.11.0. so once it is done, make sure you go to this particular IP address, which is this one. So this is that particular web page that we are talking about. So according to the tasks given in TryHackMe, initially we have to get the flag of Darren. So if you see, let's go ahead and try to register the username called Darren, and you will be seeing that it's already exists. So let's go ahead and see if that is possible. So let's go ahead and see. So if I try to register Darren, and let me use some darren@gmail.com, some random ID, and let me add the password. So let me register that. You see the user is already registered, so there is already user called Darren. So but however, to get this particular flag, we have to log into his account. So for that we should go and register again. So instead of just clicking Darren, make sure that you use some spaces before. So just use spacebar and now click Darren. So there is a spaces in between before Darren. So let me use the same email ID, gmail.com, and let me use the password. So done. So now we have got the same error, but now let's go ahead and try to log in. So make sure you use the space again, Darren, and the password. There you go. So we have got the flag. So just copy and paste that flag here. So this is some of the vulnerabilities through which we can easily log in if there is this vulnerability in that particular web page. So similarly, you can see there is other called author. So let's copy this username. Obviously he'll be present in that database, so just we have to use a few spaces before. So I'll just log out here, and let's go ahead and register here, and I'll be using the space and add author. So I'll be using same at gmail.com, and let me use some random password here and let me register. So it's done. I think it should work. Let me add that again. So AR THUR, there you go. So we were able to get the flag for this particular user ID as well. So using some spaces, we were able to log into that user and see that user account. So this is possible if this particular vulnerability is present. So that is the reason in 2017 it was in top 2nd, but based on few factors it again changed to top 7. So that's it for now. I hope you guys have understood the concept of today's video and how this exactly works. And the other one is if you have some few username and passwords, let's say, you know, if I have Teja and Teja123, Ravi 123. Let's say this is a list of, let's say, 1000 username and passwords list, in which Teja is username and Teja123 is a password. So we have to win the brute force attack. So brute force attack is nothing but it just checks whether it gives us the login or not. So it will go and add Teja, and here it will go and add Teja123, and it will check whether we are getting 200, which is okay. So if the status is not 200, then it will go and reject it, and again it will go to the next stage. So if this is right, then we'll be getting success. So if that is success, we will be easily able to log in. So we have to not use some default passwords like admin123, something like that. So make sure you don't use them in future, and make sure you whenever you are using your passwords, make sure they are complex. Just don't write, if you use the name is Ravi at 123, just don't use Ravi 123 or Ravi Tej or something like that. So make sure it's it has a strong password. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you that. And yeah, I hope you guys have understood the concept of today's video. If you have liked the video, please click the like button below, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel, and please share the video. Thanks everyone.